Hello everyone, today's video is a short one. It's going to be on how to handle JSON in Office scripts in Excel on the web. So I will use this random JSON with information on 100 employees. So I will use Excel scripts to parse this JSON and fill up this Excel sheet. I will also use two parallel actions in Power Automate and compare speed. One is going to be a run script connector, and the other one is going to be the well-known one, add row into a table connector. This one will loop on the JSON array and add each object to the table. So let's do it. I have a workbook called Parse JSON with a sheet that I will call employees table 1. Create copy and call it employees table 2. Our JSON has an object with the keys, first name, last name, age, zip, and GUID. So we want to parse this into a table. So let's create tables. One, I will call it again employees table 1 with headers, first name, last name, zip, age, and GUID. And the same for the other sheet, employees table 2 with the table called employees table 2. So I will use employees table 1 for a script. So if you go to automation, create new script, you get a basic definition of a function. Let's call it parse JSON add to table, anything you want basically. We will add some variables to handle JSON. We need a string input that will be the JSON, and the same here as the workbook here. We will add employees string, and this is going to be string. We'll also need to provide the interface that will kind of tell our script and JSON operator the schema of our JSON. We have first, last, GUID as string, age, and zip as numbers. Let's add an interface, call it underscore employee. You can call it whatever you want. The properties are going to be first as string, last as string, age and zip as number, and GUID as string. I will call my workbook sheet my sheet. So my sheet equals workbook get workbook sheet employees table 1. We will convert our string employees string to JSON. This JSON is going to be an array of our interface. So let underscore employees JSON, which is an array of underscore employee, the interface, and it's going to be JSON parse underscore employees string, the string that we get from the connection. Let's create a variable, call it CNT as counter, and we'll use this to index rows. So let's CNT start from 2, since we have headers. So what we will do with the parse JSON here is get the value of every key in our JSON and fill the table in our spreadsheet. So underscore employees JSON. So for each, we will call each element just one. You can call it whatever you want, and the arrow is defining a function, so to define what we will do with this object in the array JSON. And so we want to get the range in my sheet, and we will start from first name, so it's going to be a plus counter that starts from 2, and we want to set the value to a value that we will get from our JSON, the parse JSON, and it's going to be 1 and first. That's the value of the key first, and we'll do the same for the others, and in the end we will increment our counter to jump to the next row. After this, I will just go to my Power Automate and connect the script to Power Automate. So in my Power Automate, I will create an instant Power Automate with a button trigger, but you can use any other trigger like Power Apps, HTTP request, or anything you want. So Let's call this parse json to Excel table. This is very straightforward. You just look for a connector run script. I will add the first text input in our trigger and just call it JSON. That's the thing that we can send to this Power Automate. Run, go to OneDrive and choose the library. That will be OneDrive in our case. Go to, in my case, it's demo folder, and choose Parse JSON Workbook, the one that we were working on, and find your scripts, which is Parse JSON add to table for my case here. This will prompt you on to enter employees string str, if you remember, and just give it the text that we have in the trigger, and that's it. So go and copy your JSON and feed this Power Automate and run it, and as expected we will get the 100 entries. Next I will run a parallel action with the loop on the JSON array and kind of compare the speed. I will forward this, and since this is not the point of this video, and if you have any question, please comment below. And I will also change the concurrence just to see if the speed is gonna change. I tried the concurrency control set to maximum 50 in apply for each, and the speed was faster, almost the same as run script. And I think this is it for today. Thank you for watching, and if you have any question, please comment below, and this is going to help me to get more ideas on what to make for the next time. Thank you very much, and talk to you soon.